Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing? Well, I just want to make a little quick short video on, I guess, an opinion of mine. All I see on Facebook nowadays, not necessarily YouTube, but also on YouTube, people are so involved with all the politics. People are so concerned about what's going on with America, Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Iran. It's like they have to have a bandwagon to jump on of some sort, or they don't feel like they fit in. Me, I don't want to fit into society. I don't want to jump on any bandwagons. I don't want to pick one side or the other because I know both sides are in cahoots together. There is no left, there is no right, there is no Democrat, there is no Republicans. They're all together to bring about one thing, one agenda, which is a one world government, a one world religion, and one world money. But they can't just do it at the snap of a finger. They have to go through protocol, so to speak. They have to present a problem, see how the people react, and then present the solution based off how the people react. Just like all this stuff that's going on in DC with Elon and Doge and all that. Usually the person that's pointing out the fraud is committing fraud. Okay? All this is taking place so they can say, well, they've been overspending on this, they've been overspending on that, and the only way we're going to be able to manage it is to go completely 100% digital. And that's their goal, is to take away cash and make everything digital. So every transaction you do can be tracked. The only thing that can't ever be tracked is cash money. Well, they don't want people to have that freedom to go out and purchase whatever they want, when they want. The government wants to have 100% control and reign over your life. And once people wake up and realize these things, I don't understand why they would want to give their energy to any more of these things. See, I don't give my energy to paying attention to any of the clown show, but I pay attention enough. I'm a very observant person, and it doesn't take long for me to figure out what's going on just by reading a few headlines. I don't need to go read the whole article. I don't need to go listen to hours upon hours of news and videos. All I have to do is research a little bit and go through the headlines, and I'm quite aware of the agenda at hand. It just sort of saddens me that other humans still believe the government gives a crap about them. And it also befuddles me, the Christians, it's the Christian nationalists that are a big problem because they support Israel and Zionism, which is basically the elimination of genocide of a Semitic race. They sit there and try to say that the Palestinians aren't Semitic, but they are Semitic. They are from a Semitic tribe. They can trace their roots back to Abraham. Okay? Whereas these Jews that are in Israel right now, they can't trace their blood back to any part of Abraham. They're fake Jews. They're Zionists. They're Khazarians. They're Ashkenazis. And some are Sephardic. But I think the Sephardics are a little bit more milder, chiller than the Ashkenazis. But they're all fake. Even the ones that claim to be, what do you call it? The ones that are authentic, you know, with the long hair and wear the dress, so to speak, or whatever, you know, wear those things on their head. I can't remember exactly what that's called, but it's a cube. And they basically worship Satan. Because Saturn is Satan. And Saturn is a cube. And then when you unfold the cube, you have a cross. But see, everybody just wants to be spoon-fed. Everybody wants to be spoon-fed everything. They don't want to take the time, effort, or energy to go research anything for themselves, to find the truth out for themselves. No, they want some clown on mainstream media to tell them what to think and what to do and what to believe. Or some president, some leader. I don't know. I'm just kind of over it all. I'm over seeing the stupidity of humanity. I've been putting out truth for 16 plus years now. And I changed my life, and I changed my daughter's life and my grandchildren's life because of all the information that I woke up to 16 years ago. My daughter was jib-jabbed until she was 4. So 2003, she received a total of 26 of those things, I think. And she was 10 in 2009 when I woke up to reality. And that's when I was like, nope, never, ever again. No more. And because I hadn't had anything since 1974. My mom gave me my first initial doses, I guess. But by the time I was 11, 12 years old and was supposed to be getting boosters, I didn't get no boosters. So I haven't had anything since I was 5 years old, and I'm almost 56, and I'm still alive, and I'm still here, and I'm very healthy. Even though I'm overweight, I'm very healthy. I don't have any heart issues. I don't have any high blood pressure. I don't have any diabetes, high blood sugar, any of that. So I'm very grateful to be healthy considering my size. But I am getting to go see a doctor for my feminine issues, considering I'm, in menopause and have been in menopause probably since I was about 45. Or I should say that's when things started changing. I started noticing changes. But I have an appointment on Wednesday for that. I think it's going to be in April. I'm going to go see just a general doctor, practitioner. Depends on what they do Wednesday if I go see a general practitioner in April. But I'm thinking I will to at least make a meet and greet. Kind of see where they stand on certain things. But I'm never going to take the doctor's advice and put myself on pharmaceuticals or anything like that. Unless there's a very good reason why they can convince me to do so, but I'll find a natural way to combat issues that I might have, you know. I'd rather try to heal myself with natural means than to take something that was man-made in a lab and has all sorts of other chemicals added to it, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here. I've been rambling now for about 10 minutes, but it just really blows me away to see how many people are freaking out about what's going on about the clown show. And that's another thing. They divide us by doing these things because they know that's the only way they can control us and get away with what they're doing and what they've been getting away with, is to divide the people. And they divide the people on the stupidest subjects, like religion, or politics, or skin color, cultural differences, food differences. Heck, they put the vegans against the meat eaters, you know? That's just an example. But it's not all, you know, it's most of these things that people allow themselves to be divided on are subject matters that really have no importance to our daily life. If you was to take away those things, you know, if you was to take away the labels, all you basically have would be human beings acting out of emotion. And there's two emotions that the other emotions derive themselves from. You either have the fear emotion or you have the love emotion. And all other emotions derive out of fear or love. You know, and that's what it comes down to. If people could just get a control over their emotions. I know it's hard. It's very difficult because I'm a very, very emotional person. I'm a Sun Cancer and a Libra Moon. I think that's the only thing that saved me from going so nutty-buddy emotionally, is the fact that Libra is all about balance. So even though I'm ruled by the moon, my sun's ruled by the moon. And the moon is about emotions, right? But then my moon, which is emotions, is in Libra. And Libra is all about balance. So that would be more balance of my emotions, you know. And I think that's what it's all about. We came here to do specific things, and I think one of the specific things that I came here to do was to learn how to balance my emotions. Because of the fact that, you know, my moon's in Libra. Most of my life experiences have been from one subject matter, but experiencing it from both sides of the coin. As far as, like, say, finances. I grew up in a well-to-do family. My parents had money. Was my parents stinking filthy rich? No. I wouldn't say they were stinking filthy rich, but we definitely wasn't poor. My parents drove a nice car, but they didn't have to have a brand new car every year or every 2 years. My dad did not like credit cards. He didn't want to do anything on credit. He didn't like banks either. But he was a businessman involved in the oil field business. So, and back then, oil field business was booming, pretty good money. So I was raised up in a well-to-do family. I never had to worry about anything, I was an only child, so I was sort of spoiled, I guess, to a certain extent. But I've experienced life on the flip side of that coin, being homeless and not having anything other than what I could carry on my back, Just that alone is balance. Because I know what it's like to have nothing, and I know what it's like to have everything. So, to me, money's important, but money isn't everything. Money's nice to have, but it isn't everything. And that's why it befuddles me that all these people around the planet, but mainly here in America, are falling under this spell of money. They're falling under this spell of these billionaires that don't care, but act like they do. See, that's the thing is, when you spend as much time alone by yourself as I do, you really get to learn yourself and you get to know yourself. Whereas I would say a big majority of the population, just from what I can see where I'm sitting in my perspective, they don't know themselves from Adam. They're just going with the flow. They're just doing as they're told to do. Going along with societal expectations and standards. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful evening. If I think of anything else to chit-chat about or something that I feel like I need to bring to the surface, I'll definitely make a video and I'll let it be made known. But until then, peace, love, hugs, nugs, all that good stuff. I'm out.